We want to graph a transformation of y equals sine of x. In our transformation equation, a, b, c, and d represent numbers. We have y equals a number times sine b, x minus c, and outside of the parentheses plus d. If there's a number in place of d, it will cause a vertical shift. Plus shifts upwards, and minus shifts downwards. A number in front of the sine term will change the amplitude. If this number is negative, it will reflect the graph vertically across the midline. B affects the period. 2 pi over b will equal the new period. A number in place of c will cause a horizontal shift, also referred to as a phase shift. If we have x plus a number, the graph will shift left. And if it's x minus a number, the graph will shift to the right by whatever value c is. Let's go through an example. We have y equals 3 times sine 2, x minus pi over 2 with plus 4 outside parentheses. When drawing the graph, we'll start by plotting the midline. When the graph is shifted up 4, this means the midline is also shifted up 4 units. Starting with the midline allows us to make sure that our graph will fit on the paper and create a window for the graph so that the curve isn't too small or large on the paper. We'll draw a y-axis and then the dashed horizontal line is the midline. Midline for y equals sine of x is the x-axis. Since this function was shifted up 4, the midline will be at y equals 4. Now that the midline is plotted, we'll use the amplitude to draw lines for the max and min. Remember that our amplitude is 3, so if we start at the midline and go up 3, that's where we'll plot the max, then start at the midline and go down 3 to plot the min. For plus 3 is 7, so the max will be at 7. For minus 3 is 1, so the min will be at y equals 1. For this function, we can fit the x-axis onto the page, so let's go ahead and draw that on here. We've plotted the midline, as well as the max and min, and now we're ready to sketch out the period. Remember that for this equation, b is equal to 2, and 2 pi over b will equal the new period. So the 2's cancel and we end up with the period equal to pi. When we plot the period on our graph, we'll make a tick mark for pi, and then we need to divide this into 4 parts. So we have pi over 2, pi over 4, and 3 pi over 4. Let's also go ahead and add a tick mark for negative pi over 4. Remember that the regular y equals sine of x starts at the midline, goes up to the max, back to the midline, down to the minimum, and then back to the midline, then it will repeat. Our transformation function will follow the same pattern. Notice that we're using the 4 dividing points for the period to know where to place our points, and these are provisional points that will change once we do the horizontal shift. Now that we've sketched the period and our provisional points, we need to take each of these points and shift it to the right by pi over 2. Remember that sine will follow the wave pattern, so once we get a few points shifted, we can use the established pattern to plot more points. Like and subscribe.